Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Woody's here for Misconception Stage to Screen Show.
Hey everybody, it's Straight Talk, J Mac. My pronouns are he and him, and I get to talk to Misconception, which I've been dying to talk to for a long time.
Hi, baby.
You know, the last time we saw each other was in the Dominican, right?
I know, and it's almost 2 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like you've been avoiding me like I'm a dog that's going to hump your leg or something.
No, I just been busy, girl. Just been busy.
So what have you been up to? Let's hear the
Gosh.
tea.
Since I talked to you in 2 years? Oh, my God. Well, I've been living my winters in Mexico, which has been really fun. I just got back from there. Unfortunately, I had to cut the season short because of COVID, but it was for everyone's safety and stuff like that. But for the last 2 years, I've been doing shows there, launching a new show every single year, then taking it all around the world, and especially to Provincetown, Massachusetts. I celebrated my 3rd year in Provincetown this coming summer, praying as I speak because we're not sure if that season's going to happen, but I'm praying that it will. But right now, I'm just sitting in my sister's place up north, quarantined. Well, I guess I'm not quarantined anymore, but we're self-isolating. But before that, it was a really nice ride working with great cruise companies and stuff like that, like Brand G Vacations and Aquafest and Dan Howell Travel and Concierge Travel and so forth. So it's been fun.
So you're getting around.
Oh, yeah. Like the town bike. Everyone's had a ride.
So you did a big live Facebook thing that has been viewed over 17,000 times last night.
Isn't that crazy? Last
Yeah.
night, I know, it was so much fun. Where in the world is Misconception?
Right. How did you come up with that concept? Because it's very different.
Well, the concept actually came from Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. So I kind of thought to myself, well, wouldn't it be fun to do Where in the World is Misconception and do all these different countries and dress up as the Statue of Liberty and dress up as a Mountie from Canada and a pizza from Italy and so forth. So the idea actually came from Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah, and you've also done some other stuff. You did like the most evil villains for.
Yes, that's my current show. I'm touring right now. Well, not touring it anymore right now, but we'll bring it back. Villains was a smash hit in Puerto Vallarta, and it's really fun. I do Kathy Bates and Tippi Hedren from The Birds and so many other villains. Villainous movies, exactly what I was trying to think.
Well, you're one of those few folks that gets to travel around the world. I think we met in the Dominican Republic.
We did. We met at Caribbean Pride at the Dominican Republic with Sunwing Vacations.
Yes, you were a very bad influence.
Oh, I know. Well, we had too much fun, right? I had a blast. I think we were drunk all week. Speaking of, a bloody Caesar for breakfast, darling.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely hard on my liver. I put up an advertisement to see if I could find a new one.
That's awesome.
So what made you start drag? I mean, looking through your Facebook, you've got some pictures of you when you were a kid. So it's kind of like you seem to have grown up in one of those real traditional households.
Right. I started doing drag because I've always wanted to be a performer on stage. Ever since I was a young kid, I was always dressing up and dancing around the house. And my sister Christina used to put on plays, and I used to always be the understudy. And and I thought to myself, well, I want to be the star. So I started doing Mississauga Youth Theatre. I was Bobby Shafto in Babes in Toyland. And then went to school at Calder Park Secondary School, School of the Arts, where I studied drama and dance and some voice, musical theater as well. And then from there, actually, I just started hanging around the gay village in Toronto and watched drag shows and thought, well, these are fun. And I watched these drag queens making money off of this. And I thought, well, I want to make money as a drag queen, So I realized at a young age, about 23 years old, that I wasn't going to make it on Broadway. I have an okay singing voice. I like my singing voice, but there's a lot of other people out there that have incredible voices. So I thought to myself, well, I need a fallback career. And so I created Misconception, and now she's more than a fallback career. She is my career and making a very good living out of it. So,
did you ever think, in your entire life, this is what you would be doing now?
No, not at all. Not at all. I never thought I'd be a female delusionist extraordinaire. No, I knew I would be doing something on stage. I knew it would be that or become an agent or I don't know, being behind the scenes. I have no idea, but I knew I had to be around the musical theater for sure.
Yeah. So you're one of those few drag performers, and I'm going to call you a performer because that's really what you are. I think it's quite incredible that you actually sing live as well.
Yeah.
And that's not as common.
No, it's not as common. It's more common these days, though. Actually, there's several RuPaul's Drag Race girls that do live shows like Jinx Monsoon, Benedict Cram, Raja, Trixie, and so many more. But in Canada, they're starting to come out more and stuff, and I think a lot of people are realizing that it's just another step forward in your career if you can sing live because Provincetown does all live singing shows, and Puerto Vallarta is a lot of live singing shows at the Palm Cabaret and Bar and stuff like that where I work. So I think a lot of drag queens are kind of stepping out a little bit more out of the box and saying, well, I want to try this. And you know what? Anyone can sing live. You don't have to sing good. Just make it campy, girl. Right?
Right. Just make it funny and make people laugh, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
how did you end up in Puerto Vallarta? Like, it seems like, I know it's a resort kind of place, but
I actually was there it'll be my 10th anniversary next year performing there. But I went there 11 years ago with my friend Cameron for the beef dip. And no, it's not a place where people eat sandwiches. It's a bear party. And we went down there and I fell in love with Puerto Vallarta for within the first 3 days that I was there. And we went and saw some shows at the Palm Cabaret and Bar. And as soon as I walked into the place, I thought, I need a job here. I need to perform here. I got to figure this out. And right after the show, I went up to the owner, the guy that was running the Palm at the time, Mark Rome. And I said to Mark, I said, how do I get a job here? And he said, what do you do? And I said, I'm a female delusionist extraordinaire. And he goes, do you have a live show? And I said, yes, I do. And he said, okay, we'll talk. And I thought, okay, well, here's my promo DVD. I gave him my DVD. They watched it and they fell in love with me. And that was it. So I created my first live show.
And you've been on cruise ships and all kinds of stuff as well.
Yeah, I got a lot of cruise ships from connections in Puerto Vallarta, actually. That's where I remember my second year in Puerto Vallarta, I had 11 tickets sold for my show in the theater, and they wanted to cancel the show because they thought that we needed a little bit more people for the show. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to cancel it. I want to do it. And then it just so happened that my friend Jeff and Troy, two of the owners of Brand G Vacations, were in the audience that night, and I got to work with them. And I worked with Aquafest Cruises and Dan Howell Travel, Concierge Travel, Out Adventures, and so many other cruise companies. It's amazing.
So who sponsored your show last night you did online?
So my sponsors are PVRPV.com, which is a vacation rental in Puerto Vallarta owned by my friend Tim, and the Men's Room, who is out of Chicago. My friend Alan owns the Men's Room in Chicago at shopthemensroom.com. And those are my two sponsors that they take care of me, and I take care of them by putting my video on all my shows in Provincetown, all my shows in Puerto Vallarta, and cruise ships and stuff like that.
Yeah, I also saw that you were on the couch with Antoine.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, he is. It was really fun. I've been his guest twice for that interview on the couch.
Yeah, no, he's done very well in Toronto.
Yeah.
So what's on the horizon? Hopefully, what do you think? Got anything exciting
right
coming?
now? I just kind of day by day. I'm going to do another show online on May 1st, which is going to be great. It's going to be my Forbidden Disney show. So that's going to be kind of fun to do the Forbidden Disney show. But right now we're kind of just playing day by day. I'm going to hopefully be going to Provincetown for the summer, but not quite sure how that's going to pan out because of the COVID. But most important thing is I'm just staying with my family, my sisters and my nephews up north here. And we're just staying safe and washing our hands, girl.
Because you don't know where they've been?
Right. Hello. I wash my hands because I don't know where they've been all the time.
I know. It's like it took a pandemic for people to wash their hands.
I know. Isn't that weird? I never knew how to wash my hands.
But, alcohol does kill the virus, apparently.
Apparently. Thank Lord I'm drinking tequila all the time.
And the temperature above 34.
Yeah, exactly.
So swallowing's okay.
Terrible, Mary.
Well, what can you do?
Right.
Anyway, misconception. I know you have a lot going on, my dear, so I don't want to interfere. I know you're on with Ireland or something too here.
Yeah, we're doing a live thing with Ireland right now, so I'm very excited about it. So
So
yeah.
I appreciate you squeezing me in. And I will make sure that we get this up sometime next week and for
All
you,
right.
and we'll make sure that people can make use. How can they find you? That's the biggest
They
thing.
can find me on Instagram at Miss C Toronto, and you can find me on Twitter as well as at Miss C Toronto. That's MISSC Toronto, and you can find me on Facebook as Kevin Levesque or under a misconception page as well.
You're awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, baby.
We'll talk to you soon.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.